Welcome back to Logan Lightning TV. I'm Ryan Patton here with Under-16s assistant coach Kyle Beard. Kyle, since we last spoke, 2 games. First against Wynnum. We'll start with that one. 5-0 win. What do you think?
Yeah, game went well. Could have done better, but it was a good experience for the boys. Wynnum played a little bit of a different style, and we hadn't approached a game like that before, so that was a good experience for them. But yeah, happy with the result, and move on to the next game.
Yep. So moving on to the next game, another 5-0 win. This time against UQ at home again. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, UQ last night was a good test, and the boys played really well. We actually think it was probably one of our better performances of the season, and it's pleasing to see that some of the things that we've been doing in training are starting to get put out into the pitch, and really pleased with last night's result.
Yep. So far this season, 10 games, 10 wins. Must be a pretty happy camp at the moment.
Yeah, it doesn't tell the full story, but yeah, obviously winning's nice, and it's good for the boys' confidence and that, but there's still a long way to go. And we haven't won anything yet, so we'll see how we go. Yeah.
Here we are with Jimmy Hodson, Under-18s head coach and women's head coach. We'll start with the Under-18 boys, Jimmy. Disappointingly on the weekend, Wolves forfeited, so 3 points. But since then, we versed UQ and disappointingly lost. What do you think of the UQ game?
I thought it was a good game for the crowd. Both teams could play football, and they did. And credit to UQ, they were good on the night, and they took the 3 points. They were more clinical in front of goals. We had our chances that we could have finished the game off, but it's about who takes chances.
Yep. So going into Taringa this weekend, disappointingly conceding 4 goals on Wednesday night. Have you done anything to shore up the defence?
Not really. We didn't train tonight. We gave the boys a night off, clear their head and go away and have a bit of a think about it. Hopefully it puts them in good stead for the weekend.
So, Jimmy, we'll move on to the girls. They had the bye on the weekend just gone, moving into Capalaba away. How have they prepared, and are the girls up for the game?
Yeah, we had good 3 training sessions. Obviously, I gave them the Monday off the week before, so we trained well on the Wednesday, back in on the Monday, and trained well last night. So puts us up for the battle this week. Be a good game. Capalaba have got a good side, a lot of experience in their side, so hopefully our young girls can keep the ball moving and keep them running and hopefully come away with 3 points.
Last game of the first round. Can you give us a review on how the girls have done in the first round and where they needed to improve for the second one, moving into finals?
I think we've played good football. The girls are still getting used to how I expect us to play. So we've been working really hard at training. Obviously, a couple of games where we should have come away with a win, I think. We dropped points probably because we weren't finishing our chances and the other teams did. So if I said at the start of the year, would you be sitting in third halfway through the year? Yeah, I'd take it. All right, but now we've got to build on that and build into the second half of the season and make sure we're up there at the end of the season, hopefully pushing for some silverware.
Here we are with Tian Petterwood, Women's Brisbane Premier League captain. Tian, the girls had the weekend off with the bye, weekend just gone, now going into Capalaba at home, big game. How are the girls prepared?
We had a good couple of sessions this past week. We worked hard on a few things that we need to improve on. We're going to go into the game with the attitude that it's going to be a hard game, which it is. They had a lot of the Redlands players come into the squad this year. It's going to be a battle, and we just got to work hard and hopefully we come away with the points.
Tian, on a more personal note, current top goal scorer of the league. Can you let us in on a bit of a secret of how you got there?
I get fed good balls. I got really good teammates around me. They play me the right ball at the right time, and I either take the shot or pass it off to them. And
Here we are with reserve grade captain Ryan Stewart. Sturdy. Since we last spoke, 2 games much like most of the teams here at Logan. First, we'll start with the Wolves game. Disappointingly, 4-0. Conceding 18 seconds in probably doesn't help.
No, I mean, turning the ball over off the kickoff doesn't help. It was just a below-par performance, and to be completely honest, it's a performance that's not acceptable at this club. If you look around the other teams in the BPL program at this club, the women are third, 16's are top, 18's are top, first team's third, and reserves are third from bottom, I think, maybe fourth from bottom. We're the outliers at the moment. The performances aren't good enough. The lads aren't motivated for games for whatever reason, and something needs to change.
Yep. So we'll move on to Tuesday night's game against UQ, the catch-up one at Cornubia. 4-2 loss. Very much a game of two halves. Started poorly. Second half were very dominant, I thought.
Yeah, but after the first half, we're 4-0 down. And again, same story. Lack of motivation. And at the risk of repeating myself, it's not good enough. You're right, second half we dominated from start to finish. We probably had enough chances to actually take something out of the game, which in itself tells a story. If we play for 90 minutes like we did for those 45 minutes, it'd be a different season. But at the moment, it's not happening. The only good thing to come out of it is that we're not even halfway through the season yet. We've only played 10 games of 22. We've got 12 more games and a chance to take something out of the season. And lads really need to step up, everyone. Coaching staff, myself, all the players, everyone.
Yep. So this weekend we're going to Tringa away. It's going to be another physical game. As you spoke about earlier, the motivation has been pretty low. Do you think that comes down to the boys, the coaching staff, what they do on the day? Can you put your thumb on what you think it is?
I think it's probably a combination of everything. It's a very young squad. There's a lot of boys in that team that are playing senior football for the first time. There's not a lot of older players in the squad. And, winning's a habit. And if you're not doing it regularly, it's hard to get into that winning feeling. With Taringa in particular, we've already played them once this season. When we started, we got to a 2-0 lead and ended up losing the game. It's good to see Taringa back in the league. They've been out for a little while, and they were a mainstay in the Premier League before the new incarnation of the BPL, so it'd be good to go out there again and play in front of their crowd on the balcony, but we're expecting points out of this game. And anything else, as far as I'm concerned, I'm sure the coaching staff agree, anything else is a failure for us this weekend.
Here we are with first team head coach Nick Croydon. Nick, disappointingly first loss of the season against Wynnum on the weekend, going down 2-1. What did you think of the game?
Yeah, it was a game that we've been waiting to lose for a few weeks now. We've been average for a few weeks, and we still should have won Saturday night if we would have taken our chances. Conceded right on half time, then gifted one in the second half through an error, through playing our style of football. And then we got one back and nearly pinched a couple more. Like there was plenty of chances to win the game or get something out of the game, but you can't keep making those mistakes week in, week out and expect to take maximum points. And it'd been brewing for a little while, but we've learned a lot from it.
Yep. As you said, it has been brewing for a little while. Does that come down to the heavy workload, or what do you put it down to?
Yeah, the catch-up games. The light's going out. It's taken a bigger toll than what you can plan for. Like leading games and then getting halfway through them and the lights going out and having to replay them, reschedule them, and then have to play midweek and then back up and play on the weekend. So it actually took its toll. We're not a professional team and everyone has jobs or university, and we don't get the ample time or the required time to recover. So certainly the lights going out has cost us dearly, and that's affected our season. We can't change that fact, and we're now moved past that, but that period has cost us. So that's one of those things we've had to deal with, and hopefully it's made us stronger for that experience, and I know it has made it stronger.
Yep. So disappointingly, since the Wynnum game, we have lost a key player in Stephen Green, who has started the season very well. Can you let us know a bit about the move for him to Moreton Bay in the NPL?
Yeah, Steve's decided to take an opportunity at Moreton Bay. It's a move that he thinks he needs to test, and I wish Steve well on that journey. He's welcome back at this club, and he will return to this club at some stage. I really believe that. It wasn't done in the way it should be done, and it was done in disappointing circumstances from them, and any dealings with them in the future will never happen.
Yep. So going into Taringa away this weekend, it's not long since we versed them, come away with a point. Have you learnt much from that game into what you have to do to take maximum points?
Yeah, we have. They've learned a lot and we've learned a lot. They're a good side, well coached. Mick Matthews is a good coach. He gets them to play a good brand of football. The defenders are a good unit. So, but I think we're better for the experience if the boys turn up to play. Maximum points are on offer, and if we think we're any chance of winning anything this year, it is a must-win game.